Peace and love, you guys. This is Essential Killing back with another video. This video will be on Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. A lot of you guys are telling me to do a reading. They're saying he has a baby on her or something on the way. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm just asking the angels to cleanse my energy, spraying Florida water. I hope you guys have a good day. Set good intentions. Continue to do your goals. Don't be lazy. Continue to do your goals on a daily basis. That's something that the angels are advising me to say. The first thing I'm getting a no about a baby. I'm getting a no about the baby already. Okay. Okay. She has been assertive that he's been cheating, Alicia Keys and Swizz Beatz. She has been very assertive. I do think she tried to get some root work put on him, like to stop him from cheating, but he's not. Their communication is very off, by the way. Their communication has always been very, like, in and out. He can be very cold at times and then loving. He has very flippant energy. I do see he's dabbled with substances, coke, and he does have a little bit of a drinking problem. She also feel as though with her marriage, she do feel a connection, but she do feel as though sometimes, like, he hindered her success. She feels as though a lot he's hindered her success. I'm going to ask to connect with both of their guardian angels. Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys, Father God, bring in their guardian angels, archangel, mother, protect me. So there are twin flames. So this is a strong connection. But with twin flames, it can be very karmic. And so people have known for years that he stepped out. Like when she was on tour, things like that, like he stepped out, he cheated on her. So he has cheated on her quite a few times. But they've had fun times where they've brought other people inside of the bedroom, is what I'm being shown. They can have their fun times too. Alicia Keys, I'm hearing she's down with the women. She's down with women. I think more she has a connection. In a previous life, 222, that's an accuracy. 222 in the previous life, she was a male. And she was with man. Opportunity here. Okay. So, also, it was almost a force. I do see she seriously liked women. Because in the previous life, she was a man. So, she seriously liked women is what the angels are showing me. But it's almost like the record label didn't see it as a good time then, now to come out. But she thought about it a few times, like, okay, Janelle Monáe, blah, blah, you know, like She's came out, things like that. So she's thought about coming out. But she finds women very beautiful. But she's still attached to men in a way still, but she do like women mentally a little bit better. And sis can be very detached emotionally, and that's where she kind of like women a little bit more because they're more in touch with their sensitivity. But they are meant to be together. They are meant to be together. But actually they stayed longer together than what they were called to do in this lifetime, 333. But this is that he do love his wife. He look at her as a true gem. He loves her aura. But he still looks at young women. He looks at younger women a lot. That's something Swizz Beatz always do. He looks at younger women, but I see he's a little, what is the word I'm trying to say? He's what is the goddamn word? Fluid. I'm gonna ask the angels that because I keep picking up on that. Angels, is he fluid? By the way, she in the previous life, is one of their kids' name an African name? Because they do have something with an Egyptian cross connection, but it's a connection with the saints, with the Egyptian goddesses that they're tied to previous connection lives that her and Swizz have had. Something better. A year from now, they still actually, I could see them staying married. A year from now, they'll still stay married. Peaceful resolution. They're trying to quiet the cheating rumors a lot. That's one thing that they're trying to do. But I'm seeing Swizz Beatz like men as well. I do see he's attracted to men a lot at times as well. But here's the thing about Alicia Keys: it was so many opportunities for her, but she was drawn to his aura. Also, she was attracted to something also down there, is what the angels are telling me. She was attracted to, the third leg of Swizz. But it's like it was so many opportunities for her with dating. And she feels as though, oh, she should have went with this opportunity. Sometimes she should have said she felt like she should have went with this person. But she do feel like, oh, this is my soulmate. She loves him. She loves her children a lot. But she's still in the past about when she was young and dating. So sometimes she don't wish she was married. Sometimes she has those thoughts. A lot of times the married people have those thoughts. They keep it very quiet. As a reader, I can tell like, oh, they wish they were single sometimes. They miss their singledom. They miss their alone time. And she's been attracted to some younger guys she's done music with. He's realized that I do see she's collaborated with Drake, and one time she was actually very attracted to him. I do see that angered Swizz for a moment. And as well, at one point she was also attracted to one of his baby mamas, is what the angels are telling me. But at times also Alicia Keys can become very cold and nonchalant, is one thing Swizz don't like about her. And she could be all about herself at times. But yeah, he's had some fun with the white ladies too of recently. He's had fun with the white ladies. And she can also be very controlling. That's one thing. But he loves her sex a lot. She's very kinky in the bedroom. She's very sensual. She's very good with her sexual touch. She's just very like a human nature force with sex. But in the previous life, they did have a previous connection. It's one of their kids, whatever African name that their child has, it's something symbolic with a saint with them that is connected to them in the previous life. But I do see that they had 3 children in one life, but it was like she had many lives where she was man. She did have another life, she was a woman, but she didn't feel right and she was more attracted to women. So she still was a call to be with women in his life. He does good with gifts with her, but she still miss being single a lot. She loves him, but she still miss being single because he gets jealous fast. And she's very mature. One thing about her, she doesn't show her anger. She's very quiet when she's angry. So they are planning some date nights, but they do have an open relationship. He didn't get her all the way pregnant. I'm being shown. He thought he got her pregnant, but he didn't. But is he cheating? Absolutely. But it's more of an open marriage that they do have. But they still have their date nights and things like that. And I do see that they're swingers at times. They do swing occasionally. And also the open marriage was actually more of her idea, because she was like, I want to try other things. And she was like, I know this nigga ain't going to stay faithful. She kind of thought that as well about Swizz Beatz. Like, oh, I know he's not going to stay faithful either. Knowing what he did to the ex-wife, because she kind of got with him. But I do see it was a push with her team to get with him, because there was a rumors of her sexuality kind of coming out. Yeah, she really do bond with women more in relationships, but she's still attracted to men. But in relationships, she prefer women. And her friends help her a lot. She's working on music, and she can kind of talk and hint at things through music. But they do have a lot of chemistry. They do have a strong magnetic connection. Her and Swizz have such a strong connection. Do you guys remember that song she did, Common? We have way too many things in common. That's one thing. They do have a lot in common with art and music taste. They do love each other a lot. But it's the nonchalantness of her, well, both ends, but his coldness at times. But she can also be too controlling. But they do need to work on this relationship, because the angels do want them to stay together. They do have a strong union. They do have heart-to-heart conversations where they do discuss their feelings and things like that. She's very sympathetic. One thing about her, she's very empathic. She's very, like, a smart soul. The angels are saying yes. And she's very spiritually. She has very ascended, and she's raised her vibration very high. She could have Pisces in her chart, but at times his energy needs to vibrate, because he's still dealing with things that she's already vibrated on. He still haven't vibrated on it, and he's still confused on a lot with the orientation, the sexual orientation with him. but also things he did when he was younger, what the industry did to him. So he's battled with substances, so he do need to do more cleanses. But she's cleansed her energy more frequently, and she's done deep breaths. Because she dealt with very bad anxiety, she dealt with very bad panic attacks and things like that. So deep breaths helped her a lot. I actually like her energy reading this thing. She's not as bad as what people are saying. She does wear a somewhat of a mask, but it's to protect herself. But she's actually very, very sweet, is what the angels are showing me. She's actually really, really sweet. And she takes the truth in things, but she realized like the lies was in the system that they tell us of how a couple in a relationship should be. So she don't really look at that. But see, he's an addict, so he battles with sex addiction. He goes through another. One thing, an addict goes to another addiction. So that's one thing he's going to deal with in this lifetime. But she's very supportive, and she elevates herself a lot. And she's going through new transformation. And so her music is going to sound more of a spiritual sound to her. It's one thing the angels are telling me. But she do love her husband a lot. I don't see a divorce with them. Unfortunately, I really don't see a divorce right now. I'm going to ask the angels. I don't see a divorce. I really don't. People are like, what? I don't see a divorce. She deals with anemia as well. And she also could be having like reproductive at one point she was dealing with like, female issues. At one point I'm being shown Archangel Raphael. Right now she's in solitude, and she's happy with the changes that's going through her life. She's not really focusing on the negative. She's focused on other opportunities as far as Broadway, theater. She's focusing on musical theater. It's a musical theater album she's working on. It's a spiritual neo-soul album she's working on as well. But I'm going to ask the angels, are they getting a divorce? The angels are telling me no, they're not getting a divorce. They're not getting a divorce at all. She loves him a lot. Archangel Michael is protecting her a lot from what's hidden that he's done. So he does hide things from her, but she already, like, her psychic awareness have already, like, known what he's done. Is something here, is there a child named Egypt? I keep getting Egypt that they're connected to. I always pick that up from a lot of these musicians and things like that. It's something, that's another reading for another day. But a year from now, she's going to be releasing a lot. She also has a sweet soft to do food. And by the way, it could be mistresses wanting to come out, but it could be a peaceful resolution that they could do for them not to come out, to destroy their marriage. So they're kind of going to keep things kind of hidden. Things won't always come out on them. Okay, 2 more cards. She needs to wait on releasing this music because she did have a creative block. But she's going to collaborate with a lot of younger artists on this new album. So in a few months, she could be dropping music as well. And she's taking control, like, in her work, in her arts, taking control in her creative arts. And she's also focusing on her humanitarian work. By the way, she could be collaborating with Brit Fayez. That's one of the people that I'm seeing that she could collaborate with a lot as well. And she's proven a lot of people wrong that she can't get another hit in her. She has a few more hits that she's going to do. Yes. But she also is going to talk about the pain of feeling emotionally unavailable in her marriage. That's one thing she deals with, feeling emotionally unavailable with her husband. So that's a lot she's going to be talking about in her music. So yes, that is my reading on this, you guys. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching.